No, this is not alcohol. Don't worry. What's up, you guys? John the Ruler here. And as you guys can see from the title of the video, I want to talk a little bit about my idol. So, for those of you who might be new to my channel and don't know who I'm talking about a YouTuber who truthfully changed my life forever, also known as Kid Behind a Camera. Now, for those of you who don't know who Kid Behind a Camera is, which I'm sure a lot of people know who he is, but in case if you guys don't know, he was the original creator of the Angry Grandpa Show, also known as the man who destroys a PS4 over Christmas cookies, a man that destroys a TV over a Facebook issue, a man that rages, a man that destroys things, and a man who, over the years, gained over 4 million subscribers. Well, you see, let me explain a bit about my idol. You see, back in 2014, I was scrolling through YouTube, and I was watching, like, here and there a few videos. You know, I've seen plenty of YouTubers in my life. I've seen the Gaming Lemon, I've seen PewDiePie, I've even seen Markiplier. But then I came across this video, Angry Grandpa Destroys PS4, and it had millions of views. So I was like thinking, this must be really good. Like, I want to see this. I click on the video and I just see an old man getting mad at his son because he didn't want to make Christmas cookies with him. And then he just grabs some like crowbar or something and he just like destroys the living daylights out of it. We're talking about like smashes it and then throwing it on a glass table and then smashing it even more. Like, he wanted to make sure it was done. Like, gone. Bye-bye. And then when I saw the video, I'm like laughing my head off. I'm like, I really love this video. I want to see like more of his videos. So then I went on his channel and I realized there were hundreds of videos I've never seen. So over the years, I've watched and watched and watched. And then I came across Michael's channel a year later, even though I was a little late to the show, late to the party. I saw Michael's videos a year later in 2015 when I saw that his son bought his dad a house. And then I saw all his videos and I saw his vlogs. And that's when it inspired me to want to start my own channel. So over the years, when I ended up having money to buy like the equipment and the items for it, I started my own vlogging channel. And I was trying to learn from him. You know, I was like watching more and more of his videos so that I could like learn more about how to make vlogs. I don't make them anywhere near as good as him because he edits them like way better than I do. It's just most of the time, you know, I'm a very busy person, so it's like I don't really have the time or more importantly the patience to put proper edits because when I make a video, I just want it to be like uploaded as fast as possible. Like, there's videos I've made that have taken like weeks to upload. And normally I don't like doing that, especially the fact that I wanted to do daily vlogging, but I couldn't because that would involve way too much time. And because, you know, I do have like, well, I don't have a job right now, but I had a job at the time and now I'm just running a marketplace. It's just a very uptight, busy schedule for me. So it's like with YouTube combined, it would be way too much. But yeah, anyways. Over the years, you know, I've been watching more and more of his videos, and I just keep enjoying them bit by bit. Until things started to change. You see, in 2017, Dan Grandpa passed away of cancer. And over the years, I've noticed Michael slowly starting to change. Like, he started to act differently on the camera. He was a little more emotional, but I would understand, you know, it's his father and they've made a whole platform together. That I would understand. The parts that I didn't understand was Michael's craving to finding a way of being happy in the worst way possible. Because you see, over the years, I've noticed that Michael's now been doing more clickbait, which I can understand because clickbait is part of like trying to gain followers and trying to gain views. Without views, you know, you don't have content. Without content, you're not making a profit. And since YouTube was his only source of profit, I can understand why he needed the views. Like me, I don't do this for money. I don't even do this for following. I do this for memories. You know, I make these videos because I want to be able to laugh at them and look back at them with my family and enjoy them. And if you guys enjoy them too, I'm really happy. Seriously, I'm really happy that you guys love the videos. But if you guys hate them, that's totally fine. Like I'm not here to entertain anybody. I'm here to like share my story to people, and if you did like it, you could stay. If you hate it, just go watch someone else. I don't care. By the way, it's currently 6:30 in the morning as I'm filming this. Perfect timing, I guess, to film this. Anyways, so yeah, like I've started to realize that Michael now has been craving to find a way to like laugh, and I guess to make a different type of content because you see, after Ian Grandpa passed away, there was this woman who came back into his life called Tina Dandridge, which was a woman that I assume they knew from years before YouTube because they've talked about it in the past. Like they said that Michael once visited her while his wife Bridget, wife current ex. It's hard to explain. I'm gonna have to go more further about this. I don't know how long the video will be, but I'm gonna try to go as fast as I can. Um, she ended up coming back because when she found out that AGP died, Michael tried to throw her out of their life because of some lawsuit issue that I'm not going to get into because it's personal. Um, and then she was so mad that like she was like ragefully getting angry at him and like telling him, "Oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that." Then they talked about it and worked it out. Everything went well. But then after that, a few years later, around 2024, yes, 2024, things really started to shift because Tina ended up coming back again because Michael again tried to push her out of the videos. So after that, she came back and instead of just saying I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that and all talk, she actually stated the things that she was going to do and took action. One of the things mainly being that she was going to try to take away his family. And she ended up doing that. Because after that, she took away his mom, she took away his sister, she took away everybody that he loved, his nephews and everybody. Everyone turned against him. And after that, he got so emotional that he started getting over insecure, and that's when Bridget was fed up and told him maybe he needs to go somewhere. And after that, I can't really show the video, but he apparently grabs their PS5 and just destroys the living daylights out of it because he was so upset. And then after that, he left. He left. And this is where I realized he's not the same person anymore because after he leaves, instead of like trying to make it right, he ends up making it worse. Like this one video that I honestly cannot even bother. I sometimes watch it over and over, but whenever I watch it, it just disgustes me more and more. He made a video where he was with his sister Jennifer, and his sister gave him the idea to buy Bridget a new PS5. That way they could work the relationship out. But instead of doing that, he decides to be stupid to make content and to try to laugh, and he puts a brick inside the PS5 box, like in the video that his dad did years ago, where he put a brick inside of a PS4 box and gave it to him. He wanted to try to recreate that video, thinking it'd be funny, but in the end, it really did not go well at all. He did gain millions of followers for it, but let me tell you this. The comments, and I've read the comments, were super negative. A lot of people were hating on him because they were saying that he's just doing this now on purpose. He had the chance. And yet, it's funny because after he did that, he was like blaming Jennifer, saying, Jennifer's the one that told me to do that. Even though in the video, it literally shows him putting the brick in the box. So not only does Michael, I guess, now try to find a way to laugh and joke around by manipulating and upsetting people, but he also has like dementia because he somehow randomly now forgets things. Because literally, when he said the part where he said it was Jennifer's idea, by the way, that's when I'm like thinking, didn't he literally just film himself grabbing the brick, saying, I have an idea, I'm gonna put this in the box, it'd be funny? And that's when he started up being a little brainwashed, saying, Jennifer, just saying this is your idea. That was where I was just in shock. I'm like, this is not Michael. This is not my idol. Now, I'm not trying to hate on him. You see, I love Kid Behind the Camera. He was my idol of starting YouTube, but ever since like 2024 passed by, he has changed really badly. He's changed to the point where, yeah, he'll gain millions of followers in his videos. He'll gain millions of like viewers in his videos and maybe a couple thousand likes, but in the end, he's just remaining miserable from the fact that now people are hating on him. Now people are disgusted by his performances, and people just want the old Kid Behind the Camera back. But that's not going to happen now. Because you see, 2025 was where things really took a huge turn. In 2025, Michael left again. In 2024, he came back, but then in 2025, close to literally the day of New Year's Eve, he leaves because him and Bridget are learning that they could not solve each other's differences. So he left. He left the kids, and at that point, he was believing they were officially going to get divorced. And then I saw a video of when they were saying that it really was going to be official. And at first, I'm like thinking this is all some kind of joke. But then the sad music was playing, and they were crying, and I'm like, okay, this has never happened before during their breakups. This has never happened. That's when I realized this was really the real deal. No longer fake, no longer BS. This was a real breakup video that they were making. Until they end up getting back again together, but now are not living in the same home. You see, Bridget is living in the current home, and Michael is living in another home that he got. So, yeah. And honestly, I'm sure if Michael even saw this video, he probably would be in denial. Because that's another thing I don't like about Michael, is that whenever he sees somebody voicing their truthful opinion on something and they have evidence, he does everything in his power to like fight back no matter what. He's very hard headed. He is and still to this day is a very hard headed person. And because of that, he doesn't learn from his mistakes. He still does stupid things, and it upsets thousands and maybe even millions of people. I happen to be one of them, and I was like, I loved his videos. I still do. I like his videos. I watched more of his videos, but nowadays, not the new ones. I just don't watch because the new ones at this point are just getting stupider and stupider than ever before. Like he keeps saying things that are stupid now. He's not making sense. Like I'm not even kidding. I wasn't gonna say this in the video, but I'm just gonna point it out. Does anybody remember a while back Michael and Bridget originally thought Jennifer was hiding something, so they broke into her house. And I remember in the video, Jennifer ended up coming back home because she originally thought, because Michael told her there was a bag of money left for her at their house, she assumed there was no bag of money anymore. But in that video, like not that video, but the video after, Jennifer calls him saying, "You broke into my house, you broke the law." And it's funny because Michael and Bridget look at her like, "But we're family. Family's allowed to do that." It's really funny because I remember a video back in 2018 or 19 or whenever when Bridget shaved off Michael's eyebrows as a joke, and Jennifer was so mad that she was hating on Bridget. And there was a certain time where Jennifer broke into their house to grab a box of items that Bridget originally said she could have. And apparently, Michael states that as breaking an entry and breaking the law. So it's okay for Michael and Bridget to, I guess, break into their family's home, but it's not okay for others to do that? That's where things don't make sense. That's where I've learned that Michael has been slowly ruining his life and his career because he just isn't the same person like he used to be. And, like, I hate, honestly, making a video like this about him. I wish I could make a more positive video about him, talking about how much if there is only one positive thing I will say is that I'm grateful that I found his channel from the start because in the beginning, like I said, back in 2014, I found his video and then over the years I watched more and it inspired me to start my own YouTube channel. He was the one that helped me be inspired, like I learned a bit from him, just not the parts where he did stupid shit like making his family upset from the start. Like, I don't do that. That's not what I do. Because you see, I get it. He's doing all this for gain, for following, but I think us, his fans, have proven to him by now that he doesn't even need to do that anymore. Because that's the thing. He thinks he still needs to clickbait. He thinks he still needs to manipulate his family. But that's not the case. Because you see, I remember when he went to the hospital at the time to see AGP, you know, he told him that maybe he should cut down on the angry videos and make normal videos. And there was a part of the video where he was saying that us, his viewers, have proven to him that he doesn't need to do those videos anymore to gain our attention, because he's gained so much respect that they could just make normal videos, and at the end of that, they'd still have so many followers watching. It goes the same with Michael. If Michael makes normal videos, it won't change anything. Maybe back then it would have, but nowadays nothing would have changed, because nowadays all the people want to see is his life, but his real life. No, no more pranks. Honestly, that's the first thing. Pranks need to be done. It's been years since they've been doing pranks. I think now they need to stop with the pranks. Number two, manipulation. They need to stop manipulating their relatives, because that explains why every relative from one after the other starts butting heads with each other and starts acting stupid. I need a minute. Like, I'm not mad at him. I'm just disappointed because, you know, it's like he was the mentor and I was the mentee. I was the student and he was my teacher. He taught me so much over the years from his videos. Like, I've learned so much. I've learned um, I've learned how to make vlogs because of him. I haven't learned the best, because if I did, then I would have done everything else he does. The way he edits and does, but I'm still getting there. It's like it's gonna take time, but I will eventually get there. Especially when I get better equipment, maybe a better camera. I was trying to get my iPhone set up, but it's just been such a pain in the ass. Like, I use it here and there to like film a video, but I can't film that long videos because I need to pay for the extra storage. But because of that, you see, I need an account, and that takes time to make. So, anyways, the point is of this video is that, in my honesty opinion, I want him to stop with the manipulation. I'd like for him to stop manipulating his family and stop trying to seek a way to laugh so much. Because I get it. Look, he is partially suffering because of the loss of his father. I totally get that. It's like my grandfather passed away in 2021, I think, somewhere around the years of COVID. Yes, 2021, July 17th, 2021. And it's like I miss him every day because we spent every single day together back then. And I keep telling everyone all the time that if any of you guys got to see him on my channel, you guys would have loved him as much as I did, because he was definitely a great man. He had good stories to tell. He definitely would have loved being on camera, because my grandmother has told me he loves being on camera. So, like, if a camera pulls up, he will never mind, filming it. By the way, I hope you guys are not distracted by my watch. It's a brand new watch that I just got. I'm not gonna tell the price because it's really expensive. Um, Sorry. Anyways, honestly, I just hope that he eventually changes, even though I don't really see any luck for him, because it's just I've been waiting a while now. I've been waiting a while to see, will he change? And over the years, I have not seen any improvement. I haven't seen any. I haven't seen him changing. I haven't seen anything, and it's really upsetting because like I said, I loved watching his videos over the years, and nowadays I still do, but not the new videos, the older video. Like I'll see the new videos just like a first 5 minutes of it just to see is it a good video, is it a bad video? And lately, in 80% of the time, it's been bad videos left, right, and center. It hasn't been like genuine videos like back in the old days. Like in the old days, the videos were way more genuine and more better and more heartwarming than they are now. Nowadays, it's more drama, it's more stupidity. He's been filming too much drama lately, and it's like I'm tired of that. I think his viewers are as well. I don't believe because he has like the views that those viewers are like happy that he's making these videos. Maybe they'll be like, "Keep up the good work, man. Love your vids," or "You're doing good, my man. Keep up those videos." Look, I don't want to like make him think I'm some genius or I'm trying to act like one, but I will tell him this through even though he'll never see my video, never. But I will say this out of my own perspective. People who do that are people that are just supporting a channel. Some people do that as a way of support. They don't do that because sometimes they actually genuinely love it. There are some like that and there are some not like that. So you never know. Those people that did that in his videos, they probably were one of those people that maybe are just supportive. They're supportive of the videos and they're just like, you know what, we're going to support him so we can help him continue on with his channel. And, well, yeah. All I'm gonna say is this: his channel will always be a great channel. My inspiration for him will always remain, but the love for the channel may not because there's just so many more videos left that I have not seen from the old videos. That at this rate, I'm pretty much about to see every single one of his videos at this point. At least the old ones. The new ones, no. But the old ones, yes. I like the old ones. We all love his older videos. Even when his dad passed away, we still ended up liking his videos because he was still a genuine person. Like I remember when Michael destroyed a Christmas tree because he was so upset about the loss of his dad. He at least apologized in the end. He apologized. He cried. But then at one point, there was years later where he did that again when Mia was born, and he was an asshole at the start. He was like trying to joke around saying, "Bridget, please, you're like all I got." And he's saying that he was going to cut some parts out so that people could take his side. And then there was a part where before leaving, because Bridget kicked him out that day as well, he was like, "I enjoyed that I did. How about that? I'm thrilled." He was basically just trying to look like the bigger person, and I hate when people do that. Is when they're trying to be like the bad guy to win an argument. That's just being honestly, that's being desperate. That's being desperate. I'm sorry to say. You lose a fight, you lose a fight. Suck it up. I've lost plenty of fights in my life. Did I did I did I do stupid shit to win? No. I improved. When you lose an argument even at an old age, you just learn from that conversation so that in the future when another argument appears, you will know what to say next time. That's part of, making mistakes and failing. I'm sure he'd know that because over the years, I'm sure he made mistakes before you too. The point is, though, I really wish him luck. Even though he's been doing really good lately, I wish him luck on going back to his older self, even though I highly doubt that's the case because I've been waiting for years since 2024, like not 2024, since 2020, actually since 2022. Because in 2022, it's very, very minimally changed his channel over the years. And in 2024, it's when it really took an effect. And then in 2025 was like the final phase. Final phase, boom, everything is moving around now. And this is now his new life in 2026. So I wish him luck. I hope his channel continues to remain. I would love it. I would love that because his channel is what inspired me, like I said, and his channel is also what helped me keep going with life. He just needs to learn that. He's the one thing I will say that I'm sure he won't like to hear, but he's gonna have to hear it at some point. He's no longer a kid anymore. You know, he's a father now. He's got two beautiful kids. He has a wife. He needs to focus more on that type of lifestyle, not the lifestyle of manipulation and pranks. Because that was like at the time when it was like the golden era. Now he's at the peak of his life where now he doesn't need to, like I said, do those videos anymore. He can make normal videos now. I know he's going to say, he can't do that because then I'm going to lose follow. Bro, people have been trying to tell him to do that and he's just not listening to the people. That's what I hate about popularity is that when you're popular, you feel like you're a Mr. or Mrs. Know-it-all. Since he believes he knows it all, there are so many followers who have been telling him, you don't need to make those videos anymore. You know, we want you to make normal videos. Film your kids, film your wife, film life, film that. Don't film stupid crap. Connect with your family like in the past, you know, do stuff like that. Not stuff like dragging your family away and being stupid, you know? Because at this rate, it's the type of stuff that might end up becoming his downfall. Because 2025, honest to God, he literally almost lost his channel completely. He's lost so many subscribers at that time and a lot of respect. He lost a lot of respect. You know, Keemstar, was it Keemstar? I don't remember what platform it was, but it was a YouTuber who created a video talking about the downfall of Kid Behind a Camera. And then after that, more people started to film about it. And then there was the arrest video in 2025 on the Low Cal Queens channel. Michael was talking about when he got arrested. So it's like a lot of stuff ended up happening, and he literally almost lost his channel completely. If he did not work shit out with Bridget and he did not like at least try to expand the growth a bit more, he would have lost everything. That's where he needs to and realize that if he doesn't snap out of this, his channel will die. And his dad, if he were here right now, would be very disappointed. Because look, I get it, you know, it's his father. He knows more about his father than me or anyone else does. But look, I don't need to know the man to know that he probably would be disappointed by the way his son is making these videos. Because when he was alive, this was not how he was making his videos. His videos were way more different when his dad was alive, that it kind of just makes it look like at this point he's at this rate doing all this now because his dad is not here. But I wouldn't be the one to know, you know? That's all I have to say, guys. If Kid Brandon Cameron's watching this, even though I highly doubt he ever would because my videos are not popular enough, do better. Focus more on the family. Don't focus on YouTube. I get it. You can focus on YouTube, but put your family first. Family always comes first. I think he should know that because when his dad was around, family always came first. He wanted to stop YouTube at a time when his dad was like currently dying at the hospital. You know, we're talking about a man who didn't even give a fuck about YouTube, honestly. He cared more about his father than he cared about the platform. And that's a real man right there. But nowadays, he's like mostly caring more for his platform and less for his family because he's barely like giving them the actual respect they truly deserve. He gives them respect, but not the type they actually deserve. Like I said, he pranks them and manipulates them, and he doesn't need to do that anymore. He doesn't. He can make normal content. Even challenge videos, like actual challenges. He hasn't made a challenge video in a while. He should go back and make those. You know? Where are those videos at? Where are his OG moments? But yeah, guys. This was me voicing my opinion. So, to the kid behind the camera, I hope you'll do better. And I hope to see you getting better one day. But until then, take care and I guess just, yeah, that's it. I'm just gonna turn this off now, guys.